blessed love. Me brothers, me sisters, guidance and protection from the Most High, Jah Ras Tafar. Today, we reason about this one question: Rastafari, culture, movement, religion, or spirituality? Yes, my lord. Rastafari kicked off as a movement led by black folks, what they call Afro-descendants now, but back then, and still in some corners, people get labeled up as black, Negroes, colored, mulattoes, or just straight up blacks. You know? It popped up in Jamaica back in the 1930s, right when that island was still under British rule. Zine? Slavery had already been made illegal by then, but that didn't mean freedom was real. Not. Folks were still catching hell, still grinding under the weight of colonialism. A lot of them early Rasta brother and sister in them was workers, dem folks stayed on plantation a brook dem back, or a try make a little living off the land as small farmer them. Is Rastafari a movement? Yeah man, Rastafari started out as a movement. A movement is just a bunch of people coming together for one purpose, usually trying to make some kind of change, whether it's social, political, cultural, or ideological. It's defined by everyone sharing the same vision and purpose. Folks getting together, whether planned or on the fly, to reach that goal. Them seeing the system that's holding folks down. Listen good, Rastafari real a movement, enough. It rise up straight against the heavy colonial oppression and the wicked systemic racism that hit black people them in Jamaica hard. It build upon resistance, embracing our black identity, and a journey back home to our black community. I am His Imperial Majesty, the Prince of Peace, the Duke, Ras, Yaman. Rastafari Makonnen, him was like a light, shining bright straight out of the house of David and the house of Solomon, bringing back our ancestral culture that them tried to erase. From the early days of Rastafari, when it did still young and fresh, what people them call the primitive Rasta period, the whole thing did full up of different vibes and interpretations. That time marked the beginning of efforts to try shape up the movement, bring some kinda order to the livity. That's when the mansions or houses came in, the different communities or groups were form up inside Rastafari. Even though Rastu is basically decentralized, and each mansion gone with them own style, them own belief, them own order, them own way fi worship and live. Still, some of the mansion them try feeling up little tighter, try build unity and form little structure fi hold the vibes strong, keep the identity firm. This process shows a natural evolution, from an ideology rooted in resistance, spirituality, and liberation. Rastafari began to develop more defined forms of organization, rituals, and teachings. Listen, over time, Rastafari grew into its own culture, straight out of the island of Jamaica, and it went way beyond just the original movement. Them start talk them own kinda way, live a spiritual life every day, dress a certain way, eat ital food, and live them life natural. Reggae music become the main way to spread the message to the whole world. Each mansion or house in the Rastafari, like New Bingi, Bobo Ashanti, and 12 tribes of Israel, start to develop their own unique vibes, with symbols, ways of worship, and them own kinda structure. But even though them different, there's still a shared culture that ties all Rastas together, even the ones that ain't part of no formal group. Things like the spiritual use of herb, ganja, wearing dreadlocks to show strength and holiness, the Star of David, the Lion of Judah, and them green, gold, red, and black colors, all became part of the shared vision. Every mansion got their own way of seeing Jah and doing their rituals, but the growth of these groups helped shape a strong faith and culture, one that's deep in how people live and how them connect spiritually. But for a lot of Rastas, that just wasn't enough. Them was seeking something deeper, one real mystic ritual where go beyond looks and outside things. This kind of spirituality come from direct link with Jah, through prayer and deep meditation. Not cause dem happy do it, but cause dem love Jah and seeking the truth from dem heart. Yeah happy find silence and stillness inside, Zine. Cut off the noise of the world, and listen for the voice of the Most High Jah. On this journey, you gotta change, for real. A real mystic don't just talk it, them live it. Them let go of ego, walk with humility, and stay in a real communion with Jah. Walk righteous with Jah every step. That's how Rastafari grew, from a movement to a religion, from a religion to a whole culture, and finally into something real spiritual that don't just shift systems. It changed souls. So me brethren, me sisterine. If you learn something today, if the fire light up inside you, make sure you spread the wisdom. Drop a Jah Rastafari in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. And remember always, each one teach one, each one reach one. Walk good. Love yourself. Praise Jah. Keep your heart clean and your mind open. Stand strong in a storm, Elohim never fail. Selah. Rastafari. Live. One love. Guidance till next time.